Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna do a slideshow on superheroes. Marvel versus DC. Now, I like both, and I kinda did this for myself in a way to find out which one I actually like better. It's hard for me to decide. If it's hard for you to decide, then I hope this helps you a little bit. So, we'll start with our Marvel characters. Yay, did a little thing. So Marvel. We have a whole bunch of Marvel. I'm only gonna do a few because if we actually did all of them, that'll take me forever to set up, and I'm not doing that. Sorry. I'm just gonna do the ones that I kind of like the most. So we got Iron Man, Tony Stark, the man, the awesomeness, Tony Stark Industries, everything, or Stark Industries. You have your earlier comics and everything. So, he is human. He does not have any powers whatsoever. So it's kind of a downside with Iron Man. But still, I mean, he's pretty cool. He has his armor. He has like probably millions of armor that we don't even know. Let's see. In his heart, for his heart, he needs the arc reactor to survive, to actually be alive. Which I kind of think sucks in their third Iron Man that they take the arc reactor out. I should spoiler alert. But they take the arc reactor out, and it's just it's like they kind of take away a symbol of Iron Man. Because to me, Iron Man is like, it's not Iron Man unless he has that, because in a way, his arc reactor technically powers up his suit. So it's like, why? He is a genius. Not even kidding. He is a genius. Like, no wonder why he was able to make the armors, right? So, he practically founded the Avengers. Okay, let's be honest here. He was technically the one who brought them all together and decided, you know what? We're gonna make this team. Let's do this. So yeah, he practically found the Avengers. He first appeared. The first comic book he appeared in was Tales of Suspense number 39 in 1963. Now, most of these people have occurred in the 1960s. And it's like a lot of the time you'll see 62 or 63. I think a couple of them are later in the 60s. But it's mainly around in the 60s when we see these guys. He is highly proficient scientist, engineer, obviously, and a business person, obviously. He has his industry. Engineer, obviously, because he has his bajillion armors. And scientist, because, I mean, how could you not make the armor without knowing a little bit of science, you know? And here we have his, I guess you could say, stats. He has his powered armored suits, which give him superhuman strength and durability, a cyberpathic link with a prior version of his powered armored suit, which I don't even like the look of his prior suit. Like, it just looks terrible. He just literally looks like a Tin Man or something. You have supersonic flight in Mach 3. You have your energy repulsors, which are in his hands. Also, his amazing, like, super energy repulsor in his chest. His missiles, he packs heavy artillery. He has his life support in his suit, which of course, solar power, awesomeness. But in his earlier suits, if you've seen the show, the Armored Adventures with the teenage Tony Stark, which is ridiculous because, I mean, they have all these movies and shows and everything of him being like, from him being a teenager to him to being an adult, and it's just kind of confusing because it's like, when did he actually make it? He probably did make it when he was a teenager, but like for his adult life, when did his dad die? Probably. You know, I'm just realizing this stuff. But in his Armored Adventures, he actually has pretty amazing suits. where he has like his stealth suit and everything. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna move on to Ant-Man, or Hank Pym. Now, personally, I love Ant-Man. I don't know why, I just love him. And there you go. There's Ant-Man on his insect. He's a genius also. I mean, most of the time, they have to be geniuses to be like that. But he is a genius. He is a pacifist, which is kind of weird, assuming he's a superhero. He's pretty much a pacifist in the Avengers. Like, if you've seen, I don't remember which Avengers it was, but in one of the Avengers, he is a pacifist, like, big-time pacifist. And then he turns into the Hornet, just so he's not a pacifist anymore. So, aka, he wants peace and doesn't want to fight. That's just Hank Pym for you. Love him. He can communicate with insects, which is pretty awesome with his helmet. He first appears in 1962 in the Tales of Astonishment number 27. Like I said, he appeared, like most of these appear in the 60s. He can, whoa, sorry about that yawn. He size shifts, which is pretty awesome. So he can go from like microscopic basically to over 100 feet, like gigantic. Like you got gigantic. And like he's called Ant-Man because he can go that small, but he is also known as Giant Man for some reason. Real creative there, because he can grow like over 100 feet tall. But real creative, Giant Man, yes. Whoever came up with that, I acknowledge you. When you are in shrunken state, you maintain the strength of normal size, so that's pretty cool. I mean, you have the strength of an ant, basically. You have the Biosting, which is like a stinger. You have superhuman strength and agility. How awesome is that? Okay, wow, we're already at 7 minutes, and we've only gone through 2 of them. This is how much I love these characters. We have Wasp, also known as Janet. I kind of felt bad. I don't really like Wasp that much. She's just kind of like, she's there and it's like, really? She likes to fight in the Avengers. Like, if you've seen her in the Avengers, she is all about those punches, man. All about the punches. She first appeared in 1962 in Tales of Astonishment. 1962 again, probably along with Ant-Man. She also has size manipulation, and she has flight. So, she has flight on herself. Ant-Man, he doesn't, but he can call upon the insects and get the flying ant or whatever, and he can fly. But she also has size manipulation, so she can do just like Ant-Man, except she flies. She also has her energy blast, just like Ant-Man, I'm pretty sure. Again, with her insect control, she can also do that. And that's it for Wasp. I do not like Wasp. I just put her in because why not? Now we have the Hulk, Bruce Banner style. Okay, Bruce Banner. Hulk basically has no limits. He is all-powerful tank. You get him on your side, you basically have a freaking tank. He first appeared in the 1962 comic book, The Incredible Hulk, #1, obviously. And in the corner, I don't know, that might be the first one, I don't know. But who knows? Bruce Banner. Let's talk about Bruce Banner here. He's a genius. Bruce Banner is the genius. Like, oh my god. That's it. That's all Bruce Banner has. That's all he's known for, is being a genius and being the, I guess you could say, alter ego of the Hulk. Now, the Hulk has immense superhuman strength. Like I said, he has, like, no limits. Superhuman leaping, durability, endurance, and longevity. Dude, he can leap the freaking Empire State Building. He can pick up the Empire State Building if he wanted to. He is the freaking Hulk. No one can beat, actually that's not true, people can beat him, but it is very difficult. In a video game, he'd be a very difficult boss if you didn't pick the right people. Next, we have SpiderMan, aka Peter Parker. Look at that, the Amazing Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. Honestly, depending on what you're looking at, Peter Parker's pretty hot. Okay, so he gets his powers from Radioactive Spider, if you remember from Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man movie, I think, that came out. He was on a field trip to some science place, and a radioactive spider bit him and got out of its container and bit him, which is how he gets his powers in the movie. Pretty sure that's how he always gets better. Okay, people always put him down for this. In the show, he has an amazing sense of humor. Like, he is hilarious. But in the show, he always gets put down for that. He first appeared in the 1962 comic book Amazing Fantasy number 15. He has superhuman strength and agility, which is kind of weird. Like, how does that fit into being a spider? I don't know. He can cling to most surfaces. I don't know what surface he can't cling to. Probably something a spider can't cling to, more than likely. He is a genius. Again, another genius. That is stinking 3 geniuses. Not in a row, sadly, because Wasp isn't really a genius. But actually, technically 4 because of Bruce Banner, but whatever. He has spider sense, also known as precognitive. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not a pronouncer of words. But yeah, spidey sense is what he calls it a lot of the time, but spider sense. He uses web shooters to shoot strong web strings from his wrists, which kind of doesn't make sense either. Like, well, he has his web shooters, which doesn't make sense because he should be able to shoot webs like straight out of his wrist. Like, he doesn't need like something to help him or whatever. Well, I guess he could have something to help him in order to like have it, I don't know, have better aim or something. I have no idea. But yeah, he has web shooters on his wrists, and he can shoot spiderweb strings out. And for right now, I'm going to stop this, and we're going to stop here. And we're going to continue with Marvel in part 2.